Look, like one time in Russia long ago, he's an incredible healer, that man, and also medical doctor. And more than 30 years ago, I came to him and I wanted him to help me, and he said, "I'm sorry," and he's pulling from his portfolio little notebook and he's shuffling the pages, and he said, "You know, I never heard of anything like you're telling me, and I really couldn't find anything that I could help you with." You just don't have that ever-ready thing. So we need to learn two things, or more than two, but two at least. How to read and learn and listen and watch, and then how to forget it and start living your life. Forget, you remember that, it's never gonna leave you. Just like those languages of Atlantis or Lemurians or Sanskrit or others, they never leave us, they're within us. You're breathing with that, you're speaking with that. It's within. How to get it? If this is not written there, how to get it from you? That's the time when you put these things down and then you let that flow of love bring it up. And you look at that. And maybe, if you're lucky, you have words. But I think my purpose in every work I'm doing, maybe that's just my idea, but I think my purpose is make everyone lose the words. Because you could get them anywhere else. But we need that one time when we don't have words. When we don't have none. Just that feeling of the beginning, newborn baby, and when those new babies, new arrivals are coming together, can you just imagine what do they remember still? What they brought to the world, to the humankind? We have no way to communicate with them. They have no way to speak it out for us with their eyes and their smiles. When they're looking at you, with that love and admiration, like you're just the best thing ever happened in the world. And when we're grown, I don't think we know how to look at that in people's faces, even our beloved ones. You really ever get that. Because there's some things within us that are between me and the one I love. It's like when you go into the water to swim and you have a swimsuit, and when you don't, it's different. Everything that we have as a construction there in our brain and our mind, everything that is keeping us from each other, everything that is keeping us from being ourselves, I am very sure that will be dissolved right now, and it's already happening, because with all of that help that is coming to us and support, I was living with this, what I'm trying to put in words. I was living with this last, who knows how long, but last few days for sure, trying to find a way to express that. There might be no way. And I was hoping here will be 2 Russians that were coming an hour ago, and then they were supposed to come back, because at least I'll have 2 more people that know language. But here it's like, if I promise that you're gonna take off everything, you're gonna take off everything. Every piece you know, every piece of clothes, every piece of knowledge. And as meditation came to me, these words, Russian words, are coming a lot, most of the time for me as a meditation, but this is, usually they're just coming, but this is something that was created in year 1932. It's a poem, and man, never even became famous. I mean, many people who know this poem don't even know who wrote that poem. And nothing else they know of him, because he was so delicate and so shy. He'll bring his writing and he'll never come to get the answer. I mean, he'll bring to publishers, never come to get the answer. He was afraid that it will hurt him, what they'll say. And basically his whole life is that poem. For me, not just a poem, but the story of that. And the story of someone I once met and had a chance to work on, even it was last some days of his life. 2 stories came together. And every time I remember them, it brings that flow of love in something that is not even possible to explain. And I'm going to try to say stories before, so you'll get that feeling too. But please just take it as a walking into those waters even deeper. Just close your eyes, and I'll try to give my ways to love completely, so love could do whatever with that, because you know that happens somewhere in time with me. When me and my husband were at the Frank Sinatra place at his casino, Kalmyva, and it suddenly appeared to me that maybe always to everybody else, but to me it came like, that's why everyone loves him, because love herself was singing with his voice. And then, of course, after that, I was saying, please, love, have my voice. I want you to speak with my voice. So I'll try to do the best, given her the voice. Just close your eyes and imagine. Not imagine, just go with it. That man that I once worked with had a cancer throat. His throat was so damaged, and he already knew his time is going short, and the pain was unbearable, and his smell, it was hard to work on him because of the smell. Everything was rotten inside of his mom, and nobody anymore was helping him. And with that throat that once was burned to the black with the radiation and then chemotherapy and everything else and all the pain, with that throat that was burned beyond pain, he was telling me a story. He came from Russia to America, and he's telling me, somewhere in time, he's flying on an airplane, and there's a young woman sitting next to him, and he's saying, her breast is like 2 balls under her blouse, and she's just so attractive, and she wanted to be with her beloved that was in a prison, and she wanted just to live there next to the prison, but he turned her away. So she is coming back unneeded with all of her stuff in her suitcase, and they're sitting together. This man, he was young at that time, red hair, and this woman sitting and talking, and then time for them to change the flights and go apart. Each will go to a different city. And they decided not to go nowhere for just that time. They took off the planes, went to the hotel, and spent one night with each other. And next day they flew home, each one to their city. And when that man was landing in the airport and came out, his mother and father are meeting him at the airport. And his mother drops to his feet